Hi, this is Glenda. Just a very small share today. I thought I'd talk about my work area, but before I did that I thought I'd just show you I have made a couple more cards. The only thing really of interest here is I tried Tim's Distress Oxide on glossy paper with microglaze over it, and I did the same thing on a matte card. I did exactly the same dipping and made them together just to see how much of a difference there is, and there's a big difference. I love the depth of colour you get in this glossy version that just isn't there in the other one. So that was one little experiment. So onto the work area. Tim came out with a new mat, didn't he? And my immediate reaction is, oh, I'll need one of those. So I've tried many work surfaces over the years, depending where I was doing my crafting, including glass, and I don't currently use glass directly where I'm working. So I thought I'll be smart this time, and I shall put some glass here and try working on it for a while. And I decided, no, I really don't want to work on glass all the time. So I tweaked my area a little bit, but I'll show you my workspace, because I can. So this is my wooden desk that I work on for about the last 7 years. It's extremely solid, so it's great for stamping and also very sturdy for filming on. I got it at my old workplace. It was either free or $50, I can't remember, and I know they paid over $300 for them. It's not perfect, but obviously the main work area is where the chair can fit, but that's it. So now I'll try and adjust the camera again and show you the actual work area. So directly where I work, first of all I have a cutting mat, and if I need to access that I can just roll the other mats back. I don't often need to because I have a little cutting mat that I keep at the side, and for most little cutting jobs that's fine. I then have the Ken Oliver craft mat, which I love because it really is non-slip, but because of that every little piece of paper sticks to it and you've got to use a wet wipe and that to get it off. So I have a normal craft mat, or piece of one, on top, and then sometimes I'll add a scrap paper on top of that if I'm doing something inky going over the edges, things like that. So to me that's the best of all worlds because that doesn't slip, which it normally does if you use it on its own. And I have, if I can, okay, hope we don't get too wobbly. I keep my tape gun and my paper cutter right handy. Then I have my tools I use all the time. I've got my glue gun there, my wet ones, my stamp cleaner, my few little Copics. All the things that I'm grabbing all the time are just there in front of me. What I did do, this is a glass sheet that I have here and had it all along, but I've moved this cutting mat so that I've got my measurements like on Tim's, and I've added a piece of white paper under the glass so I can put inks and paints there and see the true colours because they're on the white. Then I have my scoreboards, my Misty, my stamp mat thing, whatever it's called, secret weapon underneath that, and just a bit more cutting mat to keep the surface all even, and there's a little drying rack at the end. So that's sort of how I work, and it's how I like to work, and I'm going to save my money and not buy a Timmy mat. Yeah. The other thing I've been trialling is a way to keep my oxide foam pads. They've been driving me up the wall because they're so inky, and I've been trying so many different things, and this was just some pockets I made to keep sentiments in, and at the moment I've got them in there. I mean, the ideal thing would be to have them so you can have them backwards and see the colours, but that one's got bent. But anyway, that's what I'm currently trialling for my foam pads. I don't like putting them underneath the actual ink pads, because if I do that they don't sit on each other properly and then they don't fit in the space that I've got for them. So if anyone has any wonderful suggestions for foam pad storage, but that's what I'm currently on. I've been trying different things. So that's my share. I tried to be wise this time on my purchasing and not just get it because it's new. But that's how I like to work. So that's my share, because I haven't been so creative, but I have been fiddling with workspaces and things. So bit of a ramble, but thanks for watching.